First ever NHS nurses strike, increasing costs of living in the UK. The salary of an NHS nurse is not enough. These are all true. But it isn't that all bad. For today's video, what we would tackle is the advantages of still becoming an NHS nurse here in the UK.
Central London OSCE or London Hospital OSCE. You decide. Our Central London purpose-built NMC OSCE course and practice rooms include all of the equipment you need to practice for your NMC OSCE exam. You get the same expert team by your side, the same expertly prepared materials, and now a dedicated space built just for our international and return to practice nurses. Learn more at www.oscenurses.com.
Career progression. When you're with the NHS, career progression is always a viable option for you. Meaning there are pathways for you to reach higher bands such as band 6, band 7, band 8. And of course, when your band goes up, your salary also increases. You can look at the latest salary increase that the NHS has in the last year. So the key here for you to be in a much better state within the NHS is that you need to progress your career. You can't be stagnant at band 5 because obviously if you're even at the top band 5, it's still quite challenging for you to meet up with the demands of, living in the UK. So my best suggestion for you to counter the struggles financially here in the UK is to make sure you enhance your career upwards. So, the best part of working in the NHS, most training, career progression, study days are based within the NHS. And this is a lot better. The setup is a lot better compared to a private healthcare setup. So if you want to be a specialist, if you want to go up in ranks in management, the best pathway will be within the NHS setup. Now, going back to what I first said earlier, that for you to counter the financial strain here in the UK, you should look into progressing into your career. So if you're in the NHS, then you could clearly go up the ranks by taking advantage of the study days, these courses, and then that would lead you to increasing your band. This is a lot more evident, a lot more feasible if you are working as an NHS nurse. The NHS provides one of the better pensions in the UK. Yes, I will not hide the truth. They can take a lot from your own salary, but they would also give you a lot once you start using your own pension. Now, this is obviously depends on how you view it, but I would always just say with pensions, do not opt out. Do not opt out because you actually lose a lot of money from just getting that money now, as opposed to when you get that money on your pensionable age because the NHS contributes a lot to your pension fund. Let's talk about enhancements and overtimes. So when we talk about enhancements, that means if you work at night shifts, weekends, and on bank holidays. And when you work on these times, on these dates, your pay is actually enhanced, improved. And so you might find some nurses opt to be on permanent night shifts. And this definitely improves their rate of pay. There's also, in some other trusts, they offer overtime rates. Overtime rates would definitely be much better. And it's up to you to look for these opportunities if you can take advantage of it. Of course, it depends on your situation, whether your body can take full-time night shifts or whether or not you're up to working extra shifts during bank holidays or weekends, but certainly it's an option worth trying. But wait, there's more. All right, so if you thought that's the only advantages you could do or you could get if you're working the NHS, here are some of the other advantages. First, the blue light card. Blue Light card is a well-known discount card that is available for NHS nurses or NHS staff in particular. And you have a range of discounts from transport to goods, retail, you name it. There's almost something for a discount for nurses within the Blue Light card. So make sure you take advantage of it. Also advantageous for nurses is the NHS fleet, where you could lease or car from the NHS fleet. If you are driving here in the UK, that is certainly one of the things that you can really take advantage of. The last extra is that I wouldn't say that this applies to all NHS trusts, but some NHS trusts offer greater range of flexibility of shifts. How would I explain this? And this is, I believe, on a case-to-case basis. Say you are here with your family, they might accommodate that maybe you work on certain dates so that you and your partner can manage childcare. Sometimes these are available within the NHS setup. Sometimes if you're both nurses working within the NHS, they can do opposite shifts for you so that you and your partner can again look after your kids. So there are those options. Sometimes you need to ask about it with your line manager or your HR, but certainly this is very much available within the NHS work setup. And so that ends our video for today. We hope you enjoyed this episode. And if you want to join us in our Facebook group, it's Filipino UK Nurse Community. And we are over 26,000 strong now. And if you have any questions, suggestions, or any violent reactions, comment down below or send us a message on Facebook. And always remember, Manong knows.
Manong knows best, put your worries to rest when staying in the United Kingdom. Manong knows best.